when you have a full-time job and 2 kids and are trying to develop a game, I have no excuses. You may be asking yourself this right now. Who is this big buffoon yelling at me in my computer screen? Well, that big buffoon is Dustin Goldie, developer of Cheese Wars, founder of Goldie Games. This happens to be my first devlog, also my first YouTube video that I've ever really recorded myself. Part 1. Okay, I'm a young lad. Exactly 1 year ago, I decided to take game dev seriously. Instead of watching a bunch of tutorials on my phone, I actually download Unity and GIMP and start following the tutorials as they're happening. That's how you learn. I first got onto GIMP and started doodling around. Just doodling away. I'm not an artist. I'm not. I don't have any of those fancy art degrees. I didn't go to... I went to one class in high school for art, okay? And I didn't even draw that much. And they weren't even that good, okay? I know what you're thinking. Are you probably lying to us? I'm not. Anyway, so I just got on GIMP, made a bunch of different random crap, and I took all those assets and I put it into Unity. On Unity, they teach me how to do a few different features, and I implement those features into this idea that I had at work while just, hammering away at this metal. And it just pops in my head. What would be cool? Fighting something in space. On the moon, maybe. What is the moon made of? Cheese. Okay, you're an astronaut fighting cheese. Okay. Then I started following tutorials on specific things. How to make your character move. And take a look. This is what I came up with. That looked like crap, obviously. And I knew that, and I was like, that was a great first prototype, right? I was pretty excited. I went around and showed all my family and friends. Then they were saying, oh yeah, this is pretty fun. You could totally put this on the App Store. And I was like, okay. That got me thinking, okay, what if I took this a little more seriously? What if I actually put the time into this specific game? Could I make it App Store worthy? On August 26th, 2019, I posted on Instagram my first post, and it was, a video of that first prototype. And that was when I decided that it was a prototype and it wasn't, just some random game project that I did. That's what kicked it off. And that's when I started posting every day until, a month later when I took like a 4-month break. This is where they tell you in all of those YouTube motivational game dev whatever, they tell you, you got to be consistent. Make sure that you're doing it at least like 3 times a week. I took a week off because we were moving, and that was probably the biggest mistake of this year, because after that week, I just couldn't get myself to get up and get on the computer and develop, because I was still working on two kids, and I'm also a full-time husband. Things take time, okay? A lot of it. Cheese Wars wasn't making me any money, but there's no excuses. You got to do it. This is why it's great to post, okay? Do you think you can just make a game and not post anything and just assume, like, be a rookie and just make your first game and it's flawless and you assume that you just go through it? And you're wrong. Posting on Instagram really helped me out, is because I set a precedent and I set expectations for people to see this game actually get completed. And so I always had this nagging feeling as I was taking that break. Hey, you lazy son of a bitch, finish this game because people are waiting on it. And that's just what you got to do. Finally, after that stretch of time, I was like, okay, boom, I'm back on it. And I completely forgot where I was. I went to the latest version of Unity, and I just remade it. And that took not as long as the first time, but it took a huge amount of time. And after that, I started finally adding new features. I actually released the next prototype on itch.io, which I didn't do with the first one. And, you know, people played it. I got some good feedback, and I took another break. What can I say? It was just laziness. When we got set up in the new house, which is where we are now, you can't see it. Then I'm getting closer, and I realize, holy crap, I only have a few more things to implement. That's where I'm at right now. I have like 2 or 3 different features that I have to finish in order to get this game ready for launch, and then I'm done. I've already set the launch date for August 26th, which is 11 days from now. Okay, Cheese Wars. There's been ups and downs and sideways and squigglies and squagglies, but now we're here. We're 11 days away from release. Could be 10 for you by the time you're watching this video. I don't know. It depends on how quick I can learn how to edit videos, which I also don't know how to do because I didn't go to college. I don't have all these fancy degrees. I'm pretty excited about it. Also very nervous, very hopeful, but also ready to learn from whatever's about to happen with this year-long project. That's all I have, you know, to talk to you about today. I mean, I probably didn't cover everything, and I'll definitely have to cover more in the future. This is an endless vault of different information that I can hardly ever remember. So definitely gonna have to reiterate myself a couple times. With all that being said, stay golden.